Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's Sunday night, just packing the van with some clothes just now. So it's Sunday night and we're heading off tomorrow. So just packing the van, ready to get going. Amy's already organised, she's had her clothes in here for hours. It's about 7:30 and I'm just getting a chance to pack my clothes away. I've been painting the hall that colour. I've got most of it on me. So tomorrow we're heading for a ferry. We're on a 3:30 ferry from Campervan to Belfast because we're heading to Ireland. So I need to finish packing, get a shave, get a shower, get some sleep and get ready for tomorrow. I am super stressed. So the road had been closed, the A77 had been closed by Transport Scotland due to a fallen tree. Now, thankfully, as we travelled south from Girvan, the road just got reopened in the nick of time to let us through. And we've made it with half an hour to spare before the check-in closes at the ferry terminal. So we're here now, aren't we?
We are here.
It's a bit wet. You want to put the window wipers on?
Yeah, put the window wipers on. Right. So we're here, we're in the queue to board the 3:30 Stena to Belfast.
Parked up, we're just outside of the Belfast port, so Amy's just made a bit of dinner.
Yes, you get pizza.
You've got
pot noodle, because I don't know why I took a real craving for pot noodle.
You've got a children's dinner. So we're going to have a bite to eat here. It's only what, 6:30, so we're just going to let the traffic die down because Belfast traffic can be pretty busy. We're going to have something to eat and then the plan is to head south on the A1, M1, whatever it's called, towards Dublin, and we're going to cut across country in the direction of, what's that place called?
Mullingar.
Mullingar. How did you know what I was thinking?
I know everything.
The guy from
But One Direction.
Mullingar, we're heading towards Mullingar.
Niall Horan.
So we're heading across country.
To where we're going tonight?
No, we've found a new park up, so once we go on the road we'll let you see where that's going to be. So we found it on Park for Night, so we're going to give this a try. So that's the plan so far. We're just driving at this petrol station at the Boulevard, which is near Banbridge on the A1 going south towards Dublin. It's the cheapest place around. I don't know how they get the cheapest fuel ever. There's a Tesco's next door which is 3 pence more. And it's all self-service at the pump. Really good. So we're filling up Northern Ireland because the prices here tend to be cheaper than, at the moment anyway, than when we go to the Republic. It does vary from time to time. Sometimes it's cheaper in the south, but we're just going to fill up here and try and get the best we can. We're in a town called Ardea. I just had to pull over and video this car. It is completely covered in Christmas lights. That is brilliant. Good morning. We have woken up in this amazing location. We're in Kilbeggan Harbour. Well, they say it's a harbour, but the water's gone. This was once a canal, a branch line of the Grand Canal from Dublin out west. These buildings have been originally warehouses, and they were built in the 1830s along with the canal. So the canal's completely empty now as it heads back to the main area. So we stayed here. It was free of charge and very, very peaceful. There's one car turned up now. The guys went for a jog down the towpath. There's picnic benches here. You can go on your bikes down the canal, because basically when the canal's been drained, I think it was drained in the 1960s. It was used up until about maybe the turn of the century, drained in the 1960s. These buildings have been converted into sort of business use, but there's nobody here. There was nobody here last night when we arrived, there's nobody here this morning. And the house, the old canal house that's here, that's derelict at the moment. So very, very peaceful spot. Apparently there is a water tap, but we don't actually need it. There's a couple of bins. A little bit of road noise now that I'm outside the van, but never heard anything last night. So we're not far from Mullingar. We're maybe 20 minutes from Mullingar. We're not far from the main motorway that goes between Dublin and Galway. So we're only about 5 minutes off that, so it's a great overnight stop if you're on that road going to Galway or back to Dublin. So the plan this morning is that we're going to get on the road and head towards Galway. A very dreich night, a dreich December night in Galway.
It's lovely though, isn't it?
It was nice.
Galway.
It's a lovely place. It was nicer earlier when the frost was out.
What a beautiful place. The Galway girl.
Yeah. No prizes for guessing which month of the year it is. This is the Galway Christmas market.
I found Santa. Hey!
There she is, my little star.
I'm your little star.
Look what's behind you, little star. Dominoes.
Oh, we do that tonight?
Yeah, we'll get that
We're
tonight.
looking for something to eat.
Definitely. So we've parked up for the night. The rain has stopped, so we're going to go out for a walk along to Cobh. So where we parked at 5 foot quay, 5 foot quay, what do they call it? 5 foot way? 5 foot way. We paid €10 to park here for 24 hours. You can get the train right behind us into Cork, but we're just going to go walk along the water, past the Titanic Museum and into Cobh, and try and pick up some bits in the shops. The rain stopped. It's quite nice. Got all the Christmas lights on here. In fact, the Christmas lights look like... Is that like a Guinness?
Guinness or a heart?
Looks like a Guinness.
Maybe a heart. We are back in the van in Cobh. Right, calm yourself. David's packed up, he's got his beer, but we also got
A couple of cakes.
we got cakes. Look at this.
Shamrock and sour cream.
Shamrock. So when you actually look at the back, it's genuine the shamrock flour. And so normally you would get like chives, sour cream and chives. But this is sour cream and shamrock. Right, on you go.
No, they're yours. You have.
No, you try
I
them.
want to try one of these.
Are you going to try that?
These are home cooked.
Yes, home baked. That's apple. I think that's cherry bakewell. A cherry bakewell slice. I'm not sure what's that.
Home cooked.
Home cooked, whatever it is.
Is that got a base on it or not?
Does it get your seal approval since you're the cake?
Perfect.
The cake man? Yeah, look at these.
Home baked.
Close. That's mad, isn't it? So if you look at the back, it's instead of chives, there's the shamrocks they put in instead of chives. David, you're not overly impressed with that, but I am. Say good night, David.
Good night, David.
See you in the morning.
See you in the morning.
Can I get 2 garlic fillets, please, and 2 plain fillets? Okay.
Oh, I tried that one time there when I was about there.
Good morning. So we are in
Morning.
Cobh.
I didn't know you were going to do that. Good morning.
Good morning. We're in Cobh. Amy's just doing whatever she does with her hair. I've done my hair already this morning, so I'm fine. So yeah, it's a bit wet, it's a bit windy, but we're here. So I think we're going to make a move actually. I think we're going to head towards Dublin direction now, because it's a bit too wet to get out and enjoy the place. But it is December, so we'll get organised, eh?
Yeah, definitely.
And get on the road.
Towards Dublin.
Do the fun jobs before we leave. Get the toilet emptied, fill it with fresh water. This place is brilliant for that. So we'll do that and we'll see you on the road. So we're just going to drive. I'll go drive back into Cobh because we're just on the outskirts. It's a lovely place. I mean, it is December, so we're really out of season here. But it's a really nice place to visit. The cruise liners will come in here. This is obviously where the Titanic left from. As I've said, there's a train line here, so you can leave the van here. €10 a night, can't beat it. You can jump on the train right into Cork, into Cork city centre, because there's nowhere to park in Cork. Well, if you do get into Cork and you do get parked, then it's a miracle, isn't it? It's
yeah, Cork is so busy. As we showed you yesterday, with the amount of traffic.
So yeah, so let's head back into Cobh and see what it's like there on a wet Thursday morning.
So just coming up on the right hand side, the big building you see, we're just about to pass over here, is a White Star Liner building. That is the building you would have went in and got your tickets. Well, they've obviously redone it, but back in the day for the Titanic, because this is where the Titanic left from as well. So as you can see, it's now the Titanic Experience, and this is the square.
It's a lovely town, isn't it?
Oh, it's lovely.
There's loads of tourist stuff here to do as well.
Yeah.
Loads of stuff to do with Titanic and Mauritania.
Yeah, and even like just on the left here, there's the Leonardo Cafe. So it must be, we're assuming, after Leonardo DiCaprio and Titanic.
And there's also boat trips on the pier.
Yep.
Going out to Spike Island.
Yep.
So it's definitely worth a visit. I prefer Cobh to Cork. Really, I think there's so much going on here, and it's such a lovely place to visit. There's Cunard's building there.
Oh yeah, Cunard, just on the right hand side.
So it is, it's all obviously boats and ships and yeah, it's a cracking bridge, isn't it? With the castle behind.
Wow.
I love that view.
Yeah.
I don't know what castle that even is.
I'm not sure.
It just always looks amazing.
Even in the pouring rain, it looks amazing.
I wonder if somebody lives in that.
It's got a Christmas tree at the top.
Got stuff like that, yeah. Stunning. You've pulled over at Stone service station in the torrential rain out there. We're roughly halfway between Cork and Dublin. So Amy's just got the lunch on. So looks like I'm having a bit of cake.
You're having a bit of cake and you're having rolls and potato scones. And I did open these last night. I know I keep harping on about these and folk are like going shut up about the crisps, but they're actual Shamrock. So look, I think this is important for people to understand. Instead of chives, it's Shamrock. Yay, we've made it to Dublin. You can always tell you make it to Dublin because there is Guinness. Have a Guinness. So, where are we, David?
Outside the Guinness factory. Guinness in there. And that's the river. And that's all I know.
How far are we from the city centre here?
Well, city centre's just 5 minutes this way. So, not far at all. We have arrived in Dublin city centre. It's getting dark, Amy.
Really dark.
It's really heavy rain again. And it's only what? Try to see the clock. 3:30. So, we're having snack. I'm going to get changed and try and waken up a bit because I'm exhausted driving through Dublin traffic. We're going to hit the shops, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Amy wants to go shopping and hopefully go out and get a bite to eat as well. So we'll see how successful we are. See you soon.
Y poder disfrutar sobre todo de el mayor patrimonio que tiene esta tierra, que para mis chicos sin duda y de corazón pues son sus propias gentes, sus propias.
Good morning. We've woken up in Dublin in our secret hideaway, so we're just getting organised. We're going to make a move and head north here. Get out of Dublin and start heading towards Belfast, so let's go on the road.
We are leaving Dublin and turning our right onto O'Connell Street. Wow, it is busy here. So O'Connell Street's one of your busiest shopping streets and basically busiest city centre streets in Dublin. So if you're coming to Dublin, you really want to come and see O'Connell Street.
Pennies.
Pennies. You got pennies here, Primark.
If you use the toilets in McDonald's, you need the door code.
Yes, you found it out last night.
Yes.
When you had to wait on the third floor for somebody else who had the door code to go and let you in. So on the left hand side is Pennies, which is Republic's Primark.
The real name.
The real name, yeah, because it's originally from Ireland. We've got trams here as well, David.
The Lewis, they're calling the Lewis line.
Yeah. To contend with, lots of bus lanes. These new cycle lanes they seem to have put in everywhere, kind of late summer this year. As well, they've took off, they're trying to make designated cycle routes for folk. Such a busy city centre, it's quite a difficult thing to do, isn't it?
Probably not the best
Accommodate
idea,
everybody.
coming down a campervan.
Mm.
But hey, we've done it.
We've done it, we're doing it.
That's us back in the UK. We're in Northern Ireland at the A1 services.
We have, and we went in, there was so much food to choose from, wasn't there? So just picked up some lunch. I get a sandwich, you get a wrap. Guys, I don't know if I've told you about these crisps, but they've got Shamrock in them.
Kiogis.
We found more Kiogis.
Kiogs.
So you can also get them in the north as well as the south.
Somebody called Kiogs is going to like come after us if we keep saying that name wrong.
Yeah, but yeah, so we found more. So let's have some lunch and then we need to go for the ferry, don't we?
We'll go for the ferry after this. We need to fill up. It's now nearly 12:30. We need to be at the ferry for 3 and we need to fill up with some cheap diesel.
Cheap diesel, yeah, plan.
So that's the plan here.
We've made it to Belfast and we're in another traffic jam. This whole video is going to be about crisps and traffic jams, David.
We can see the Harland Wolf sign in the distance.
Yes, we are almost in Belfast. I mean, it is Friday afternoon, so it is going to be busy. But it just feels like the whole week we've just sat in traffic.
We've done a lot of miles.
We've done a lot of miles.
It's inevitable.
True. So that's us just in Belfast. So we will scoot round and go and try and catch this ferry back to Scotland.
We're back.
Back in Scotland, Scotland, Scotland. We're back in Scotland.
So we're back home. We got the ferry home last night. Storm Dara was chasing us all the way home basically. So we actually, the crossing wasn't too bad. We stopped and got a bite to eat at the Chippy in Girvan, and we got up the road sort of maybe an hour behind schedule, but we got home safe. That was the main thing. So just cleaning the van, giving it a wash, getting ready for the next trip. So window wipers, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a split in them, they're both the same. So what generally happens is when the windscreen wipers on the window and it's icy, if you put the window wipers on, that usually sticks to the glass and then it rips itself off. So just went down to Halfords and bought a couple of new ones just to get them working again, so because they're both exactly the same. And I just noticed in the sort of the bad weather last night that they were a bit streaky. So that's them, they're changed over, and we've emptied the toilet, cleaned the van, and we're repacking for the next trip. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.